How is the person on your mind thinking about you? Let's see. Two popped out to start. The Knight of Swords with Temperance. Someone is looking at you and kind of trying to figure you out, trying to figure out your puzzle. They're inquiring, I'm hearing. So there you go. Princess of Swords and the Knight of Swords. They might also be thinking that you're kind of looking at them side-eyed, you know? Kind of sizing them up, hearing. And it's funny because you have time, temperance, patience in the middle of you two. There is a good balancing effect that could happen. This person is basically thinking the same way you are. You're both a little bit hesitant in the sword energy, kind of like more in your thoughts than in the real life. Maybe overthinking the connection or what to do, but there is some time here, or separation, but it also means a good balance between the two of you, you know, red and blue, perfect color balance, hot and cold, you know, fire and water, opposites. And when they meet in the middle in a balanced way, it can be really powerful. You're both thinkers. I just looked at the bottom of the deck and it has the Prince of Swords. So this is really about more of thinking about things and doing things. This person is not making any actions or has not made any action towards you. It's really just in both of your heads. And it might stay there for a while. With the Temperance here, it's giving me kind of just like, yeah, nothing is really going to change anytime soon. You know, time will only tell. How is your person thinking about you? There you go. The Lovers. The Lovers with Temperance. This is, again, balanced energy. This is energy that really complements one another. Temperance with the Lovers is really screaming in due time. It's all about timing with the Lovers. It's about coming, meeting your other match, your other half, or sometimes I don't like saying your other half because you are whole by yourself, but someone that really complements you. And now this is giving me double energy of the person that is on your mind is also thinking of you in a similar fashion where you both complement each other in some sort of way. There's an opposite, but it's also giving me not right now. Like nothing is going to happen anytime soon. So if you're looking for some kind of action-oriented approach here, there's not going to be any. But there's an interesting match, Knight of Swords, Princess of Swords. You're both just all up in your heads. You know. You're basically just in an evaluation stage with one another, but with the Temperance and the Lovers together, there's a really strong connection of some sort here. This connection together is powerful because it makes sense to not only you two, but to everyone else around you. that might witness you as a pair, you know, or if you go out, some people might actually go up to you and say, oh, you look good together, you know, you fit well, your energies vibe, you know, really well. You get each other mentally, physically, spiritually, all the things. But there is some sort of time lapse here with the Temperance and the Lovers. You know, the Lovers is all about destiny, and that requires like weird timing usually. You know, when you let destiny take its course, it's not going to happen on your watch. It's going to happen when it's the right time in general. So that's what I'm kind of feeling with this energy, is there's a strong connection, and you both have felt that. You both are also looking at each other and really speculating, you know, the other person. You're both thinkers, or you're both just really thinking of each other in this energy of the swords. But again, the Lovers and Temperance here is kind of saying like there is a huge match. There's a huge complementary match between you two. But we don't know if that's ever going to come into existence or just stay in both of your minds, you know, in a sense. But it's definitely not going to happen now. It's basically only in like, will it happen in the future? We'll find out. Strength card shows her face. So again, opposing energy, very interesting. There's 3 cards here that are all explaining this opposites attract connection. This is all about opposites complementing each other. When it works, it really works, and you help one another out that way. So there is the Strength card is all about feminine and masculine energy, and balancing out masculine with a very soft feminine to subdue the king of the jungle. She's not going to oppose the lion in a ferocious way, because she will lose, obviously, to a lion. So she comes at it in a soft, gentle, feminine, loving way, and the lion lays down, starts purring, and starts cuddling with her. That's the effect of the Strength card. It's learning how to be in your, you know, it means strength, obviously, and it means loyalty, and it also means a lot of passion, with the Leo kind of energy, fiery passion, leadership. But it's really about balance again. So the Temperance card, the Strength card, the Lovers card, they're all saying balance, very balanced energy between you two. However you two are opposites, it could work very well for you two. I'll give you that. Anything else? Magician. This person is definitely in their head about you. I mean, like, we've been saying this the whole time with the Princess and the Knight of Swords together here. It's obviously it's a match here. You might be younger than this person, or they think of you as younger. You might look younger than the person, but you're not stupid, okay? You know, the Princess of Swords is not dumb. She's not innocent, but that's okay. You know, she has a lot of eyeballs on her head and in her crown. Like, she knows what's up. Her brain is activated. But he likes that about you. Obviously, the Knight of Swords would like that, because you can both understand one another. If you get into some sort of conversation about what you think about something, that can turn into an hours-long conversation between the Knight and the Princess of Swords. But he's looking at you in this way where he feels like he's trying to manifest you with the Magician and the Strength card. You know, he is in his feelings about you, and he's trying to manifest you. Again, this is all in another realm about thinking, dreaming, you know, but never doing in real life. But there's a lot going on behind the scenes in this person's head about you. They're obviously very attracted to you with the Lovers and the Strength card. They also see intellectually how you both could fit opposites, opposites attract, or you would complement one another very well, have good conversation with one another. You both have a lot on your minds. But he's also physically attracted to you, and he knows that you would fit him very well in a lot of different areas of life. So he's trying to manifest this connection with you, this relationship that doesn't exist. 10:30 on the clock. Anything else? How's your person thinking about him? Wow. The Strength card and the Sun. There's a lot of Leo energy here. There's also a lot of Gemini energy. Lots of fiery energy, dreaming coming true, the Magician and the Sun and the Strength card. This person is really they're dreaming about you. You are their dream. But again, there's nothing happening in reality. But in their head, let me tell you, the Lovers, the Sun card is all about passionate, fiery energy, procreation, lots of passion, let's call it. And the Lovers is also the same way, but it's about finding that right match, that right choice. And with a Magician, he's trying to manifest all of this into existence. He's trying to manifest his dreams into existence. How would this Magician do so without just thinking about it in his head? It has to come out physically somehow. He has to actually do actions or say things out loud in reality, not just in his mind or in his psyche, but this person is definitely in their mind about you. There's no doubt about that. They basically think about you when no one else is around, when no one else is looking, kind of thing. Like, they don't want anyone to know that they're looking or thinking about you in this way. It could be a protective measure. It could just be some. Here comes the High Priestess and the Four of Cups coming out. Okay, the Four of Cups and the High Priestess. So they're definitely trying to manifest you. Magician and the High Priestess. They might think of you in this sort of way where they might feel very spiritually connected. You might be very spiritually connected. This person knows that you are a certain type of way spiritually, and they actually like that because they are the same way. So that's another way that you might complement one another, is how, your ideals. You don't always have to be the same person, but sometimes when you think alike, it could be very attractive because it just means that you agree with one another on certain outlooks of life. But sometimes disagreeing also helps, but there's no relationship that is starved of disagreement, so I'm sure that you'll find something eventually. But this person is thinking that you are basically on their level in a lot of different ways. Four of Cups. They want, again, look, there's this yin-yang energy, this swirl of two colors coming together and creating a swirl, a beautiful, colorful swirl of life, of love. And finding the right person after feeling kind of bored, looking around for that other, if you've been single for a while and then all of a sudden you do meet someone that kind of gives you an energy that you haven't felt in a very long time, you almost thought it was dead. You're like, I don't think I'm ever going to fall in love ever again, and I don't think it will ever happen for me. And you give up, and then you stumble upon someone one day, and it lights up everything in you that you thought was once dead forever. And whether or not that relationship comes into existence or not, it gave you hope again. It gave you a different point of view on love, that it still can exist. whatever age you are, whatever situation you're in, you can always find love again. It might take years, but once again, you can always find it, especially if you're looking for it. You can't give up hope that there's other people out there that will light up your life. So I feel like this person is kind of looking at you in this sort of way. You might be looking at them in this sort of way, but since this reading is kind of more about how they're thinking about you, you could see that they dream about you. You could see that they're trying to figure out how to manifest you. You could see that they are attracted to you. They like what they see. Obviously, no matter how much you are side-eyeing them, they're looking at you and thinking about you like this. Just a lot of passion, a lot of fire, a lot of heat, a lot of steamy energy between one another. Look at this. He's like, yeah, that's what I want. And that's basically, in a nutshell, this person is dreaming about you and thinking about you really, really intensely, whether you know it or not, because you might not know it at all, given that there's no action cards here. It looks like there could be a lot of action with the Strength, the Sun, the Lovers. But if this is all about time, and this is not the time, I feel like, but if it ever is in the future, it will be different. It will be very intense right away, I'm feeling. Something that's kind of like an explosion. Like, sometimes bombs go off and you don't know that a bomb is about to go off, and then the second it does, it shakes everyone around, and then people come to their senses after a few moments. It's kind of like that, where it's just going to kind of just explode out of nowhere. You're not going to see it crescendoing, or this person kind of like making their way towards you in any way. It's basically going to come out of left field and in a really intense manner because of the way that this person has been feeling about you and thinking about you the entire time. They're so intensely into you that by the time that they get to you and actually do something about it, they're going to be so tired of holding it in that they're just going to like let it explode out of them, almost like in a really, romantic way. It might be a little bit nerve-wracking at first because you might not know if this person is for real, and that's okay to not believe someone right away, but after a while you'll realize that this person is actually saying the truth to you, and just basically putting his heart on a platter for you to do whatever with, and knowing that you're not going to hurt him. And that's where love grows. That's where your love will grow with one another, if it ever does happen. It will happen in such a way where this person kind of just falls at your lap, and just basically just says, whatever, do whatever to me, I don't care. I'm not afraid anymore. And from there, I think there'll be a relationship that is cultivated that's going to be very intense and strong, and kind of just like basically getting punched in the face with love, punch-drunk love, because it's just going to be something where you both surrender to, the what ifs. What if this doesn't work out? What if this hurts me? What if my feelings are hurt? What if he breaks my heart? What if he cheats on me? Blah, 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 blah. Instead of thinking about that all the time, you just open your heart up like the fool, without a care in the world, and with only optimistic eyes towards love and towards your connection, and having not being stupid, but if this person is really for real and they show you their heart, you're going to show your heart back, and you're both going to be vulnerable to the point of connecting and falling in love. And that's how you would do it, because you won't be expecting bad things to happen, or just kind of focusing on the bad. You're going to just open your heart up to the good. And when it does, because it won't happen right now, but when it does, it will be worth waiting for.